Then I go forward to the human factor. The first part, we always talk about everything, the schedule, the costs, the resources, the objectives and everything, but we never talk about the human factor. And this is for me very important because I realized over the years that you can be the toughest project manager or you can be the toughest project leader or the toughest manager or leader, but you will not get done anything without your people. And for that, you need to be a good leader for them. And the human factor is very important. Now, if you consult the statistics, why do projects fail? On the first place, there is inaccurate requirements, uninvolved project sponsors, shifting project objectives, inaccurate estimates, unexpected risk. This is the top 5. Where do you think the people are? It's the 10th. So it's in the top 10. On the last place, I would say this is usually just statistics, because when you take the numbers, yeah, they show the reality differently. 11% of projects fail because of people. Now, this can be because of mindset, because not having the right skills or not putting the right people to the right places, or many other factors. But one of the things that I would like to talk about is the human needs psychology. And the human needs psychology says that every human being has the same 6 basic human needs, regardless of upbringing, experience, education, whatever. And these needs are driving all our thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, either on a conscious or unconscious level, either you want it or not. And there are several key elements to understand when considering how human needs affect our behavior. And each one of us is prioritizing these needs based on our own perception, our own experiences, and our own beliefs, which are very important to us, of course. And each one of us has our own strategies for how we meet those needs, right? So you always know in your head, how do I get what I want? And this is a basic thing that makes the human psychology, right? What we also need to know is, out of those 6 basic needs, every person has two that are the primary needs in their life. And we call those two needs, primary needs, the driving needs, because they literally filter every thought, action, and decision that we make. And we will do almost anything to satisfy these 2 needs, and they are experienced more intensely than our other needs. Okay, so I hope you can follow me, right? A person whose top need is variety will make very different decision than one whose top need is significance. Like you can see, I listed there these 6 needs. And to further complicate the matters a bit, 2 people who share the same primary need or the driving need can meet that need in very distinct and different ways, right? So you want ice cream, 2 people want ice cream, Roman wants an ice cream, I want an ice cream. We have 2 different ways to achieve that, to go to and get that ice cream, right? Simplified. So one person can meet their need for significance by comparing themselves to others, saying that I am better than X or Y. Another person may meet the same need through the work they do, showing with the work that, look at my results, I'm this good, I'm better than the others. Or others might meet their need for significance by living in a big house, driving a huge Mercedes, having beautiful girls, putting it all on Instagram, right? So the question is not whether who is right, one or the other, or who is wrong. It's about finding ways to meet your needs that are sustainable and are good for you and the people around you. It's important to realize and recognize when the needs are not met in a positive and sustainable way, and that people will step all over their values all over the rules, all over everything to meet their driving needs. And when it comes to team dynamics, how your team is working, how the people are interacting, how it is their attitude towards work and attitude towards leadership, it's essential to understand that your team members and their driving needs, what are they and how can you meet them, right? How can you accomplish them? When you can do that, you can say that you have an opportunity to understand them on a deeper level and create a connection that inspires commitment and loyalty. And as a leader or a project manager who believes in his people and believes in the work that they are doing, this is very important. And by recognizing these needs, or maybe the driving needs, maybe it will help you become a better leader. And you will have strategies that you can set up for yourself. Sorry, going. Okay. So what are the key takeaways and what will you learn from these things? I outlined just 4 bigger groups that you can learn as a project leader or a project manager or a leader. First of all, by knowing your people and knowing how your team works and knowing their needs, you get a certain kind of control. But that gives you also confidence and clarity, because you know how to handle these people who are giving you hard time. You know what to do when somebody is blocking your work. Your self-confidence builds up in a way that you will never lose patience. You need to always have the upper hand, because if you lost your control, if your emotions are gone, loose, then you lost already, because you are manifesting weakness. Then you need to learn groundbreaking strategies